So Justin Bieber is also very interesting to bring up, saying, okay, you're a person of interest. So they can all say we want this person of interest, but hiring them on, saying they can do adequate work, doing what they want. Like if I can, okay, say the city wants to get rid of all these warrants, okay, or get rid of bad cops, something like that, or just inadequateness in the department. Can I prove it? Can I do it? And then I have proved it, and so they will bring me in as a person of interest. You know what I mean? They'll just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And so what RCI director wants, um, he wants to prove that they can hire me on, like they can give me money. You know what I mean? And and like I could work, locally with them. Like, okay, so what's going on? I just bring my team in real quick, and then just like, okay, like I don't know. Someone keeps stealing dogs. Like I keep stealing stolen dogs, and I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Just stupid shit. Like it's like they already like brought me in as a person of interest, so they have to already pay me. So it doesn't matter. And then it's like going into that like you can't get away with like saying you want a person of interest and then saying like they're not doing bipartisan your job. Um, so we're just waiting and 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 waiting. Um, type of things like that. So when I like bring a person like you in and say, I just heard through the grapevine like you're not happy and you're tired of this shit and you just need to be revived. So I just say, okay, well come live with us. You know what I mean? It's not anything like this girl I hang around Tanya, like she's been in films and like some people have been around the way. You know what I mean? They've been actors and are they Nicole Kidman? You know what I mean? No. Um, if I wanted Nicole Kidman here to play a part, could I get her? Depends free or not. Depends if she wants a certain CIA payoff. Depends. You know what I mean? Could I get her to come in here and work for free? Possibly, yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what they're looking for. You know what I mean? Things like that. And then it's like when I won a whole runway through whoever that came in and helped us, and like I think our list is like adequate. Like they're all like it needs to be hired on like every department, like everywhere. And then now they want a new runway, so it's like I got to bring all these new people in and like let's just box, let's be people of interest, let's do the damn thing. And how can we remodify this? How can we bring this somewhere else and then move you somewhere and then like draw type of psychopaths, out? Like everybody knows you're going to a concert, you're gonna hey ho, you know what I mean? But like following them around and then doing certain type of things, and then we found it with operationals, and then how people follow them around, and like so I see the other side, and like okay, so like you think you're celebritized, but I think you're not, and I like give them no credibility, but I give them a lot of credibility, because they have been following around, and they have been in operations, and they have been gone through type of sorts. Um, and it's like always a must. Like that's why I said like, do you guys do your check-ins and checks out in the police department? So they try to struggle with me, like saying, "Oh, well, I think that's sexual harassment." For me to go tidy whitey and like see if anything's on me. Like I don't think that's completely ignorant. I think you're ignorant. So I remodified it and I say, okay, well, can they wear a different type of underwear? You know what I mean? To make sure there's nothing on them to dress in and dress out. To turn the cars and say, well, it's so embarrassing. It's so this. It's so that. I think for everybody's keepsake, I would like to make sure like you're not gonna put something on somebody and then their inventory is not gonna disappear and then other things. And so if their inventory disappears and then that's a subscription, a police subscription, like you have no contest. Like there's reasonable doubt. So it's like here's the things we do, and so that's why she'll back them and say the dress in, dress out, and then they're like, oh, why? So I gave a circumstance of it, and I say, okay, well, let's modify it and say, let's not do the whitey tidy, maybe it's too incumbents, maybe they're too embarrassed. But when they're bringing in people that have to strip naked, and what do you think about them? You know what I mean? The people that have to strip naked and have to cough and bend down and have to see their asshole and lift up their ball sacks and everything else. So I don't think you're appropriate for that job. You know what I mean? Like we keep discussing things like this psychologically wise, and we're just like, well, why don't you think about them? So what's wrong with you, like not being able to show me a sports ball with whatever, and then or a male with just these tight ass underwear. So I'm making sure you're not doing anything to anybody. So that's why we're still trying to get me hired on, and then trying to get without the county, the city, the cops, and the city cops, the county cops, and then you're over here, you're a cop, and then you're over here, you're a cop, and there's just no majority of it's just like you're everywhere. You know what I mean? You're just putting stuff on the car, and then like you're just not turning yourself in. And so then we have to ask the team, like, why are you even letting them? You don't even know who they are. Like, we don't know if they're hired or not. Like, we're kind of knowing your bullshit too. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, so the feds hire me on FBI and then with CIA, and then it's like, we're tired of your shit. Like, we're tired of your bullshit. So we're waiting and we're waiting and waiting. Like, we want this kid that's a person of interest. He can draw everybody out, cop-wise, and he's Fox, and then he can Fox tell him, and then Homeland Security is like, oh my God, he can do this and do this, and he can bring terrorists in, and and then United is like, he can prove, oh, there's marine processing, that's your main concern, and then, oh my God, and there's terrorism going on, and But they won't just say, like, we're going to pay him also.